cookie decorating. Good morning, happy Vlogmas day 10. Josh and I are currently on our way to meet some friends for breakfast. Isa and Mario, they are in town from Miami, that's where they live, but they're visiting family. But we're so excited we get to squeeze in a little breakfast with them before they go home. We just got some gas. Good morning, Josh.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's about 9:15 on Sunday morning, and yeah, we're gonna have a lovely day. I think we're gonna do some cookie decorating later today. We've got lots of cute like cookie cutters that are really Christmassy, and then we're gonna go to my mom's house and decorate cookies with our niece. We'll have dinner at mom's house, watch a Christmas movie. It's gonna be a very cozy, festive day. Also, Josh is finally gonna get the doors going today, which we are so excited about. There was a little bit of an ordeal and a hiccup with the doors. I know that was like it feels like such a long time ago that I was talking about our door update in our house. We're getting all new doors for the interior of our house, and basically some of them were the wrong size and we had to take some back. And Josh really only has time on the weekends to like do the trimming, and we've been pretty booked and busy every weekend. Finally today, it's beautiful weather, so we can go outside on our patio and get it done, and I'm so excited about it. But yeah, I also really want to just like give the house a good clean and tidy today. I feel like it's just not been a priority the last couple weeks, and it needs to be done. So that's kind of the plan for today. Nice chill little Sunday, seeing some friends. We got some festive plans, and I think that just sounds perfect. Athletics. That's gorgeous. He needs that. That's really good. I just made myself a tomato cucumber sandwich with all the ingredients that we got from the farmer's market yesterday. And I don't know how I'm gonna eat it because it's like so tall, but I'm very excited to eat this. Josh is outside working on trimming the doors. Good afternoon. We are about to head to my mom's house for a little Christmas cookie decorating party. I'm so excited. It's just gonna be me, Josh, my mom, my brother, sister-in-law, and our 5-year-old niece. And so it should be really, really sweet. I'm in charge of bringing things for hot chocolate. So I'm just making some homemade whipped cream, which I actually made yesterday for our pavlova that we made for our niece's birthday party. And anyway, I just thought we needed some fresh whipped cream for our hot chocolate. And we had exactly 1 cup left, so that's perfect. A lot of people at the party yesterday were raving about how good the whipped cream was on the pavlova. I don't know how you can go wrong with whipped cream, really, but everyone was raving about it. So I thought I would show you my recipe. So I've got 1 cup of whipped cream, a little less than a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, and then I just do a dash of vanilla extract. It's probably a little over a teaspoon. And then I've been getting these vanilla beans from Trader Joe's. It does add flavor, of course, but it's more just so you see the little like flecks of vanilla bean in it, which I love to see. I'm gonna do like, not too much, like 1/3 of the vanilla bean. Peel it open. Smells so good. And then you just scrape it out with a knife. It's not scraping very easily. Spoon actually works a little better. And that's it. So just heavy cream, vanilla bean, vanilla extract, and powdered sugar. And now we're gonna just whip it until it looks like the perfect consistency. You can do this with a stand mixer or a hand mixer, whatever you got. You could probably even do it in a blender. A little bit longer. Okay, we've got the perfect consistency in my opinion. It's been a little over 5 minutes. I probably could have done it faster if I just whacked up the speed a little bit, but I'm always worried, and I'd rather it go slower and turn out good than get overmixed and be like too firm. This is the consistency I'm looking for. It's nice and pillowy and still kind of like silky and soft. Okay, gonna pop this in the fridge till we're ready to leave. Oh my goodness, Mom made a little like holiday Christmas punch. It's got tangerine, pomegranate, a bunch of stuff in there. They're catching up on the Bake Off final. What's in there? Mac and cheese and gorgeous. Oh, that's adorable. Uncle Josh, I want to see your tree.
I love your
Josh is so cute. Where'd you get your inspiration from, Josh?
Caribe.
Caribe.
What?
Uncle Josh was inspired by you to make his beautiful creation. Pretty good. I like his pretzel.
It's gonna be more better if you put this. It was nice. You? Me?
That's me.
Merry Christmas!
Only 3.
Pretty good.
All right, Trent.
Merry Christmas.
Josh.
Merry Christmas.
Do it again with more air.
Do it again. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
So good. How did you do that?
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
I've just made myself a lovely little afternoon eggnog latte. It feels very festive. It is so good. I feel like so many people absolutely despise eggnog and I just cannot fathom it. Like, it's one of the most delicious flavors in the world to me. I understand the concept might sound kind of gross, but once you taste it, like, how could you not like it? Anyway, I thought I would sit down in the same spot that I did the previous Q&A in part 1. Also, I swapped out the pumpkin for a Christmas tree. Finally, I don't know where the heck this Christmas tree was. Actually, I do know where it was. It was hidden in the back of the guest room closet where we keep like a lot of our Christmas decor, and I just never saw it whenever I was decorating the house for Christmas. And somehow that pumpkin, I only noticed it once the video was posted. It was so funny. I haven't noticed it all month. I didn't notice it when I was filming, and I didn't notice it when I was editing, but when I was watching back the video, I was like, is that a pumpkin behind me? What the heck? That is so unseasonal of me, not festive for Christmas. So anyway, I got my act together. Now we've got a Christmas tree, which is much more appropriate for Vlogmas. Okay, I'm just pulling up my Q&A part 2. I've written down all the questions. I have not really thought through my answers at all, so it's all gonna be just off the cuff. First, I need to do a little debrief of last night because we had the most fun little Christmas party at my mom's house. It was so cute, like one of the most cozy, nostalgic feeling nights. It's just nothing like being at your mom's house, you know? It's just next level cozy. And yeah, we did some cookie decorating. We watched this movie called That Christmas, which is a Richard Curtis film. And if you don't know, he did Love Actually, he did all the Bridget Jones movies, I believe. He did Notting Hill, like a ton of movies that we all know and love and that are like classic rom-com feel-good type of movies. And he did this animated Christmas movie called That Christmas. It was so good. We were dying laughing so much, and it's very heartwarming and heartfelt and just a really sweet story. So we really enjoyed watching that, and it was perfect for the grown-ups and also our niece Caribe. She's 5 years old and she was like glued to the TV. She was loving it. And then after the movie, we played that candle game that you would have seen We have never laughed so hard. It was so ridiculous. I got the idea from a TikTok that I saw, and basically you just light a row of like tea light candles or small candles and you scream Merry Christmas onto the candles and try to get the flames to go out. It is so ridiculous, but we had so much fun with it. I wasn't expecting it to be like that fun and hilarious, but we ended up doing that for like 15 or 20 minutes and just like cracking up the whole time. So definitely recommend whenever you have your family together for Christmas time or for a Christmas party to whip that out. It's so easy. It's like cost nothing and there's like 2 seconds of setup and great entertainment. So that was super, super, super fun. Okay, let's get into this Q&A. This is part 2. I did part 1 in the previous Vlogmas day 9, and that was a super fun one. This one we're gonna go a little bit deeper. Okay, first question, starting off on a bit of a light note, is plans for the holidays. So we are actually driving up to Rosemary Beach for Christmas. My aunt and uncle have a place there. It is so wonderful. We love, love, love spending time there and try to go as often as we can throughout the year. We actually spent Christmas there, I believe it was 3 Christmases ago, and it was just so special and cozy and memorable, and I just like really cherish that Christmas. It's just a really special place and we love spending time at the beach. We love Rosemary Beach and Seaside, like the whole 30A area. It's just so beautiful, and they really go all out for Christmas there as well. Like they've got so many special things and festivities going on for families, and I just think it'll be so fun. My mama also lives in Alabama, and it's like an 1.5 to 2 hour drive from there, so it's a lot easier for her to meet us there for Christmas than to come all the way down here where we live. So it just makes sense, and I'm so, so, so excited about it. So we're gonna be there, I think, for a little over a week. We're going up on the Saturday before Christmas, so the 21st, and I think we're gonna stay there until the new year. So we're gonna be there for a good while. I'm planning on bringing my Nespresso machine, my KitchenAid mixer, a bunch of stuff, because we're obviously gonna be like cooking for Christmas there as well. But yeah, I'm very, very much looking forward to Christmas at the beach. All right, next question is, what is your biggest learning in your marriage? I am married for 3 years and love to hear your advice. Josh and I have been married for 8 years. It'll be 9 years in May. Okay, I feel like the biggest learning or lesson for me throughout our marriage that's coming to mind right now is anytime an argument comes up or like you're having conflict with your partner and things start to get a little bit heated, or like you just know that it's like not the vibe or the moment to like figure it out and talk it through right then, like nothing good is gonna come of it if you just like keep going at it. Take space, walk away, give each other some time, cool off, and then you come back together in an hour or in a couple hours or whenever, and you guys are both gonna just feel so much more level-headed. Remember that you love each other, you're on the same team, and then you can resolve the conflict. When your mood is leveled out and you're just like feeling normal again, I feel like a productive conversation is very, very unlikely to happen whenever you're coming at it at this like very highly emotional state and like trying to talk with you right then and get to the bottom of things. Like you feel like you're so passionate in that moment and you just want to get it all out and like, let's figure this out right now. But it's so much better, and I really had to learn this because I was always the person that's like, no, we're not going to bed until we like figure this out. Like I'm not gonna be able to sleep if I don't, you know, we don't resolve this. But it's so much better to just like give it a second. It's gonna be okay. You're gonna feel so much better, even though it feels like you're not gonna feel better until you figure it out. Like you literally forget, or your mood and your emotions just totally level out if you just give it a little time. I don't know if that's like the biggest lesson or even the best lesson that I've learned throughout my marriage, but that's the one that's at the forefront of my mind right now. So, and it is a really, really good one. So we'll just go with that. The next question is, what would you say is your biggest insecurity and how do you deal with insecurities? That's a very good question. I feel like the older I get, the less insecure I become, the more secure that I become. I am now 32, and I really feel like, especially since entering my 30s, I'm just like, I just don't care as much anymore about like little stuff that doesn't matter. And when I was in my 20s, early mid-20s especially, you just think that the tiniest little things matter so much, or at least I did, and it's just so freeing to just like let that stuff go. Caring so much what people think of you, caring so much about your appearance. Like obviously you wanna look nice and put your best foot forward, but I used to care so much to the point that I would like drive myself nuts and give myself like so much anxiety about like what my hair looked like, and now I'm like, girl, nobody cares what your hair looks like you're fine. Okay, but that is not the question. The question is, biggest insecurities. Thank goodness not one big flashing thing is coming to my mind. Like, I'm so grateful for that. That's amazing. I did talk about my hair a couple Vlogmases ago and how I'm a little bit insecure about, like, I don't really know how to do my hair that well. I don't like do cute fun hairstyles because I feel like it's so much effort and then it just like doesn't look good. It either doesn't look good immediately or it'll look good for a couple hours and then it looks bad because my hair is just like so thin and fine that it doesn't really hold styles very well. I did my little beach waver today and I feel like it kind of looks a little poodly, but at least it's something. So maybe my hair would be my biggest insecurity. I will say anytime I struggle with jealousy, it's always hair related. Like anytime I see someone with the most like luscious, beautiful, thick, gorgeous hair, I'm just like, oh, I would do anything. I would pay $6 million to have naturally gorgeous hair like that. You might say, girl, just get extensions. I cannot get extensions. I just think the feeling of them like always stuck in my hair would drive me absolutely insane. I feel like there's so much maintenance. You always have to like get them moved or get them fixed. I don't know how often you can get them wet or like how you wash them. I feel like I would just be stressed out about my extensions all the time, and I feel like taking them out would be so freeing. So I guess I'm not insecure enough about my hair to get extensions. I don't have a great answer to this question, thankfully. I'm very happy about that. You know what's another insecurity that I used to deal with to the point of it being like debilitating to my life was anytime I would get a cold sore, because I get them like pretty frequently. Honestly, I haven't over the last couple years. I get them like maybe once or twice a year, but growing up, for whatever reason, my immune system was lower or something, I would get them like every couple of months, and I would literally take days off of school because I had a cold sore because I was just so embarrassed about it. It was like once I found out that it's like technically herpes, game over. I'm like, I'm not going in public. No one can ever know that I have this. I'd had them like literally my whole life growing up. It's not like I did anything gross to get them. Like, it's just a thing that so many people have. It's very, very, very common, and it just like looks, it's just on your face, on your mouth, and so it just makes you feel disgusting. And I used to be debilitated by my cold sores. I still absolutely hate having them, but I don't care anymore, like what people think. I just like don't like the way that it looks, obviously, but I'm not like scared of what people think. I feel like it's just something that comes with age, like being more at ease in your skin and like not caring as much what other people think. So I don't really have like good tips or tricks about how to deal with insecurities, which is annoying because I want to like give you something tangible, but truly just with age, you just realize that it doesn't matter at all what other people think of you. Also, people are just naturally so inwardly focused that they're paying way more attention to like how they're coming across and what they look like and worrying about themselves than they are worrying about you or your appearance or like noticing something about you that you don't like. So I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling on, but yeah, that's my little spiel on insecurities, I guess. All right, next question is tips on getting into creating UGC content, which if you don't know, I'm a UGC creator, which basically just means brands will hire me to create content for their brands, and then I send it to them and they post it. So it's different from being like an influencer because the brand is sending you their product to film with, and then you send them back the content, and then they can use it however they want. They can use it on social ads, they can use it on their website, they can use it just like as a normal social post for them. And since I do have a platform, some jobs that I get with UGC will also want me to post on my own platform, and so that can be like negotiated as well. But for the vast majority of brand deals, like UGC brand deals that I get, I'm just sending them the content and then they're posting it wherever they want to post it. So I really, really enjoy doing it because it's something that you can do on your own time. Of course, there's deadlines and stuff to think about, but for the most part, you can still like make your own schedule with it, and it's fun. I really enjoy it. But as far as tips on getting into creating UGC and like getting paid for UGC from brands, I would say the way that I got into it was that it kind of fell into my lap because I was already creating content online. I had a YouTube channel. I post on TikTok and Reels. I don't do it as much anymore, which I honestly really need to get into, because the biggest tip that I'll give you is to just go ahead and organically create this content. I feel like every brand I've ever worked with found me because they saw some of my content just naturally online. Like, I'm not sitting and emailing a ton of brands every week or anything like that. I have tried that in the past, and it just like, it doesn't help. It's not very fruitful. So that's my biggest tip, would be just to naturally create content around the brands that you like and tag them. And even if that brand doesn't see it or doesn't want to work with you or isn't hiring UGC creators at the time, like other brands will see that and be like, oh, she could do something like this for our brand. And you can use stuff that you already own and use and love and just like start creating content around them. And I promise, if you're consistent with this and start posting a lot, it will just be a matter of time. before brands start like emailing you and asking to work with you. That's how it worked out for me. I didn't even know what UGC was. I was just doing my thing, posting YouTube videos, posting on TikTok and Reels, which I need to do a lot more of. I've like really fallen off the TikTok and like short form content, especially since Vlogmas, because this takes up all my time now. But yes, posting lots of short form content, also YouTube videos if that's what you want to do, and that's a way for brands to find you. So yeah, that is my UGC advice. The more you post, the more chance you're going to get of a brand seeing your stuff. Make sure that what you're posting is high quality and something that a brand would like actually like and be interested in. Okay, the next question is, what is something you struggle with right now and what helps you with dealing with it? This might not be like the depth of an answer that the person who asked this question is looking for, but something that I struggle with actually feeds into the next question, which we'll get to. But it's this house, like just having so many projects that I want to do on the house, and like making this house as like homey and cozy and as like us as we can make it, and not having the budget truly just to like get it all done at once. Things cost so much money and it's just not realistic, especially with like the traveling that we want to do and that we have done, and like just the lifestyle that we enjoy living. It's really tricky finding the budget, not only the budget, but like the time and energy, because like Josh loves to do everything himself, and you obviously save a ton of money whenever you have someone like Josh who is able to do all that and wants to do it. The only time he has to work on the house stuff is like basically evenings and weekends, and it's just tough whenever you're so tired from your week at work. You just want to like enjoy time with your family, do fun things, and like spend quality time together. So I guess the thing that I've struggled with is just like patience for all of our house projects, and just knowing that it's gonna get done at some point. We know for sure we want to do these things and it's gonna get done eventually, but just like every day as I'm living in this house, I'm like staring at all the things that want to get done and just envisioning what it's gonna look like when it's done, and it can just be a little bit like, oh, let's just do it already, but we need to be financially responsible as well. So now the second part of this question is what helps you dealing with that struggle, and I would have to say just being so thankful and just feeling gratitude about the fact that we even have this house, that we're able to buy this house, how cute and cozy it already is. Like we absolutely adore it, and obviously we don't have to change anything about it. Like it's very sweet and cozy and roomy and like definitely livable. Obviously we've been here for 2 years, and even if it's not like our perfect ideal vision of like what we want our dream house to look like at this point, it's like it's still an amazing house. So yeah, just being thankful for the home that we do have and how cute it already is, and just keeping in mind that I do not need a Pinterest worthy perfect house to be happy and feel fulfilled and like nurtured by this house. Like it's still so cozy and perfect as it is, but then also the excitement of like knowing that we're gonna be able to make it like as dreamy as possible one day also is nice to keep in mind. Okay, moving on from this question because I just feel like I talked for so long. Okay, this next question is pretty funny coming off of how that last question went, but it is upcoming house projects. You recently mentioned updating doors, which is a project I'm also doing on an older home. Anything else to transform your space? That's so fun that we're both doing interior doors at the moment. How exciting for us. The door thing is taking so much longer than we thought because every single door needs to be trimmed by Josh. Like we took them back, they exchanged a couple for the right size, but the other ones, like the way that they needed to be trimmed, they're like, oh, we can't do that here. You have to like figure it out at home yourself. We're like, what? So anyway, Josh is doing that. Thank God he like knows what he's doing, and he just like needs to find the time to do it. So I don't think the doors are going to be installed. Well, I know they're not going to be all installed and done until the new year. So that's just taken a really long time. He has hung up one of them so far, our bedroom door, but it still needs to be painted, and like the trim around the door needs to be switched out and all that. So nothing really to show you yet, but in the new year, we're gonna have new doors and it's gonna be awesome. Okay, besides the doors though, anything else we're planning to do to transform the space? There are so many things that we want to do for the entire house. We don't have really any canned lights in this whole house, just like lights that go into the ceiling that you don't really notice. They're just in there. All of our lighting in this house is basically like pendant lights, like hanging down from the ceiling, and I do not like that. First of all, it's not bright enough, and second of all, they're all like not our first choice, but it's what came with the house and it is what it is. They're not ugly or bad by any means, but like the ones in the living room, there's two in the living room and they hang down, and one of them like kind of hangs like a little bit in front of the TV, and it's just really annoying. So we never ever have the big lights on in the living room because it's just like it's not bright enough, and it also like kind of like gives a glare on the TV and it's really annoying. So we want to get rid of those like hanging lights, put in all canned lights in there so we have like nice bright lighting in the house, because I feel like certain times of the day that room doesn't get a ton of light, and it would just be nice to have a nice, you know, nicely lit room. Is it so much to ask? It sounds so basic, but that's just a project that we're gonna need to get an electrician in for, to do all the wiring and stuff. Josh technically could do it, like he knows how, but it would just take him a lot longer and it would be like a huge headache and such a mess for him to try to do it himself, crawling around in the roof, and it's like 1,000,000 degrees up there. So anyway, that will be a project that hopefully happens sometime early in the new year, and that will be for the kitchen, the living room, our bedroom, the hallway, like pretty much the whole entire house is gonna get all new lighting, which is very, very exciting. We've got this, it's like an extra bedroom in our hallway area that I call it the office all the time. It's never been used as an office. It's basically a storage room for Josh's drum set and a bunch of random stuff that we just like need storage for. And one of the walls is shared with the living room, like the back of the living room. So my dream is to cut out a big portion of that wall and put in French doors with obviously with the glass window so you can see through them, and have that office that flows into the living room. I feel like that would just be so, so nice. Who knows if that's gonna happen anytime soon, but that is the idea. That's probably the number one thing on my list that I'm the most excited to get to, is turning that room into an office, because I do work from home. I'm here like all day, every day, and it would just be so nice to have a proper office, like dedicated workstation. I mostly just work like at the dining table in our kitchen/dining room area. So it would be nice to have that space. Okay, I just realized that the last 2 questions are ones that I'm planning on covering in an upcoming vlog about New Year's resolutions and goal setting for 2025 and things like that. So I'm gonna save those for that video. Yeah, the questions are goals for 2025 and any plans for 2025 you're excited about, anything you wanna explore, do, create in the new year. So I will definitely get to both those questions in an upcoming vlog. I cannot believe there's only 2 vlogs left for Vlogmas. That's actually crazy. I hope that you guys have been enjoying it. I've really, really, really been enjoying making these videos and sharing them with you and like chatting with you guys in the comments. Has been such a highlight. Okay, if you've made it this far and you're still watching this vlog, first of all, you're the best. I love you so much. Instead of leaving an emoji in the comments today, tell me if you like eggnog or not. Like, leave your thoughts on eggnog in the comments below. I feel like that will be a fun little switch up for today. I will see you in Vlogmas day 11.